Hello students, it's me again, Mama Neline, and we're back with another video lesson as a guide in answering your self-learning home task. In this video, we are going to talk about the lesson in week 3 SLHT, which is based on the most essential learning competency, derives relationships among angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal using measurement and by inductive reasoning. Okay, in this SLHT, we are given two tasks. So let's start with task 1. Draw a horizontal line and label it as line M. Okay, and then draw another horizontal line below parallel to the line M and name it as line N. Okay, line N. Next, draw a diagonal line intersecting the two lines, line M and line N, and name it as line P. Okay, there it goes. Given the lines M and N in the figure and line P is called the transversal of the two lines. So it is a line that intersects the two or more parallel lines. So with this transversal, we have formed angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So given this figure, or from this illustration, the following angles are formed when a transversal line intersects the two parallel lines. First, interior angles. So these are the four angles between the two parallel lines. Okay. So in this figure, these are angles between line M and line N. So we have angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. Second, exterior angles. So these are four angles formed outside the two parallel lines. Okay, outside line M and line N. So we have angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, and angle 8. Okay, next, corresponding angles. So these are a pair of angles that occupy the same relative position, one of which is an interior angle and the other one is an exterior angle. So both are in the same side of the transversal. Okay, remember they are pair of angles and one is an interior and the other is an exterior, but on the same side of our transversal. Okay, given this figure, which do you think are the pairs of corresponding angles? Okay, so we have angle 1 and angle 5. So angle 1 is an exterior angle. Angle 5 is an interior angle, and they are on the same side of our transversal. Another pair, angle 2 and angle 6. Another is angle 3 and angle 7. And lastly, we have angle 4 and angle 8. Next angles that are formed are alternate interior angles. So these are the pair of angles that lie on the inner side of the two parallel lines but on the opposite side of the transversal. You remember inner side but on the opposite side of the transversal. Still, they are pair of angles. So in this figure, we have angle 3 and angle 6 and also angle 4 and angle 5. Take note, they are on the inner side but opposite sides of the transversal. Okay, ang usa nasa right, ang usa nasa left side. Next, we have alternate exterior angles. So these are the pair of angles that lie on the outer side of the parallel lines but on the opposite side of the transversal. Okay, so we have angle 1 and angle 8. And remember, they are all exterior angles. Another, we have angle 2 and angle 7. Remember, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, two pairs of alternate interior angles are formed and they are congruent. Another pair, two pairs of alternate exterior angles are formed that are also congruent. And we can also form four corresponding angles and they are congruent. 8 sets of linear pairs and they are supplementary. And the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are also supplementary. The same with the exterior angles. They are still also supplementary. And lastly, four pairs of vertical angles are formed. I hope you remember what are vertical angles. Yeah, you can check the previous video if you forget. Next, let's proceed to the second task. So we have here given two parallel lines H and K with a transversal G and given the angle which is 70 degrees angle. So let's find the measures of the other angles formed. Okay, so let's prepare our protractors or prepare your protractors and follow how the protractors are positioned to measure each angle. So you can pause the video so that you can follow how to measure angles. Okay, this is our protractor and it should be positioned like this. Make sure the center is on the vertex of our angle. So in this part, we are going to measure angle A. So this one, angle A. So since our angle A is on this side, so we will start with the 0 of our protractor, which is here. Let's change color red. Okay, let's change the colors. Maybe not red, but another color. Let's try blue. Okay. Anyway, so let's start here. Since this is our angle is facing on this side, so let's start with the 0 here. Okay, and find the other side where it points. So here it points to 110. So the measure of our angle A is 110, and make sure you have this symbol, the degree symbol. That is the unit used in measuring our angle. So our angle A is 110 degrees. Next, position your protractors properly to measure angle B. Again, make sure the center is on the vertex, this part. Okay, our angle B is facing on this side. So let's start with here. Okay, and find where the other side of our angle B points. So it points here. So we have 70. So measure of angle B is 70 degrees. Next, angle C. So our angle C is positioned like this. Okay, so let's start with the other side of our protractor. Always start with 0 degrees. Okay, and find out where the other side of our angle points. So it's here. So we have angle C is 110 degrees. Next, angle D. So another position of our protractor. Remember, center on the vertex. This one. Okay, angle D is facing on this side. So let's start with here. And the other side of our angle points here. So we have this one, 110. And don't forget, always put degrees, the unit of our angle. Angle E So here, facing on the side, so let's start with the 0 on the side also. And ends here. Okay, so if you start with the top, sa top sa di mo follow. Di siya musagkalusong, okay? 70 degrees. Next, angle F. Okay, angle F is facing here. So let's start with this 0 and points to 70. Okay, so angle F is 70 degrees. Lastly, angle G. Okay, so let's have here. So facing on this side, let's start with this side. Okay, 0. So pointing here, so we have 110 degrees. Okay, we have now completed measuring our angles. I hope you also learned how to measure angles using protractors. Okay, let's have task 3. Analyze and complete the statements below. So I'll give you 5 seconds to think of an answer and let's find out if your answer is correct. Okay, when two lines are cut by a transversal, the corresponding angles are 5 seconds. Okay, congruent. Did you get the correct answer? Next number. The alternate interior angles are okay, answer is also congruent. Number 3, the alternate exterior angles are 5 seconds. 2, 1, okay. Congruent again. Number 4, the interior angles on the same side of the transversal are, think of your answer. And 1 is supplementary. Lastly, number 5, the exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are what? 2 and 1. Time's up. Answer is supplementary. Okay, that's the end of our video. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching.